You phenomenal, beautiful ladies. You all look amazing. Sending you so much love. Great to see you all. And like Sarah was saying, it's so important that whatever we learn here, we apply it in our life. I hear people often say knowledge is power. The truth is knowledge is only potential power. It's the application of knowledge that's truly power, and that will transform our lives. Everything we've heard today, talking on the power of forgiveness again, part 2, how we can truly forgive, release ourselves, move on. And going even a step further, some people have forgiven and they've loved those who've hurt them. If I could see that in relationship couples, someone really hurts you, the spouse, whatever, you actually forgive them. And then you make up. In fact, family members who come into relationship, marriages, sometimes they end up having problems because the couple make up when they forgive one another and they are again together, and the family members are fighting. I don't want my sister to stay with that man, and the husband is like, I don't want my brother to stay with that woman. And Sarah gave an example there for children as well. We step in, parents fight because their children were fighting in the playground. After they start laughing and hugging each other, then the parents now have that burden within them and all of that. So I just want us to remember some few things as we walk on this journey, to forgive those who hurt us, to forgive those who do evil, against us, consciously or unconsciously. All right, there are 3 key things when people hurt us, when people do wrong to us, that I want you to understand. And honestly, if you go examine every situation, it will be based on these 3 key things. One is ignorance. They're ignorant. Ignorance means you lack knowledge. They don't even know. They are not aware that they hurt you. They thought it's just normal to do that, maybe because they've lived in a society where people is constantly inflict pain on them. We're working with an amazing lady. She's 23 years old. And she said it was just last year that she became aware of what is called depression, that she's been depressed and mentally unwell. She's lived like that all her life, but she thought it was normal to be depressed. She thought every single one lived that way. Can you imagine? Because she was surrounded by people who are depressed. Her family, from father to mother to siblings to everyone, they wouldn't go out. So for her, she thought that was norm. So ignorance. And people like that would maybe treat other people the way they've been treated, because that's what they have received. They've received pain, abuse. People will swear, they go anywhere, they think they own that environment, they can swear the way they want. So you cannot give what you don't have. So one thing is ignorance. They do it to you because they don't know what they are doing. They don't even know who you are. If they knew your worth and power, they will not do this to you, because they won't understand that tomorrow you may be the one to save them, to help them, to even give them a job, and they are treating you this way today. And for ignorance, you cannot allow somebody who has no knowledge, who is ignorant, to teach you the way. A blind man cannot lead you. You will fall into a pit. So you must bring that blind man, that ignorant person, to the path, to the light. You must bring that person who has no eyesight, vision, using your eyes to guide them. So you cannot be following the hurtful person. Someone says, people who are hurtful, who are hurting, they will hurt wherever they go. A person who is hurting hurts. They've got nothing else to give than to hurt. It's like if you are bleeding and you've not healed from that wound, wherever you go, you will leave marks of blood. You're going to bleed on those who never hurt you. You're going to drop blood wherever you go. Not because those people have hurt you or they are the cause of your bleeding, but because you haven't healed from your wound, from the pain. So you carry it with you. So my beloved, we just have to have mercy and compassion. They are living in darkness. They are ignorant. We can teach them 2 things, the way and knowledge, or we allow them. I always say this, and it's my goal in life, my principle that I live by. Father, let me never hurt anybody or bring anybody down. 2 things. I uplift them. So can you unmute everybody, please? I uplift them, take them higher than they were when I met them, or I leave them the way they were because they are not ready. You can't force people. So there are 2 things. When I meet people who are ignorant, I want to uplift you. I want to take you higher than I met you. I want to make you better. I want to leave you better than you were when I meet you. But if you are not ready, you cannot take a horse to the water and force it to drink water. I can give you water, food. I cannot force you to drink. That would be abuse. That would be oppression and all of that. But my goal is to leave you the way I met you. I go my way. So if you want to teach the ignorant people, I'm sorry, you have no knowledge, I'm going to teach you, you don't treat me like this, because this is who I am, that. And then there's another thing, stupidity. People are stupid. Carelessness. Children do some stupid things, not because they are evil. They think that is the trend, is the norm, because they've taught them and why? Those who are stupid is a bit worse, because you've shown them the truth. You've taught them knowledge, but they've rejected it. They've refused. You've told them, hey, you can't abuse me. Maybe it's an abusive marriage. I'm not a ball, I'm not a bag that you come and punch and release your anger on. But still knowing the truth, they want to do what is wrong, what is against the correct path. That's stupidity. Stupidity is knowing the right thing and not applying it. Or you don't even know the right thing. It can be because you're ignorant, but when you know and you willingly choose not to apply it, it's stupidity. Will you allow someone who is stupid in life? I really don't like to call people stupid, okay? But there are cases where it's a principle. You know, it's like we know that people are wise or people are foolish. And we know that if we want to rely on our own wisdom because we are limited, it becomes foolishness in the sight of God. So God is not saying his creatures are foolish. But when we reject the knowledge and wisdom that is given us, then because we've accepted to stay foolish. Stupidity leads to foolishness because we do foolish things. Foolish things because we don't want to receive knowledge. Today's children generation, they dislike knowledge, especially knowledge of the truth. So, and when you're seeking for knowledge, I want you to understand knowledge is just information. You can get information which is not truth about yourself. Someone can be pouring you with lies. You are just a black, you are this, you are not qualified, you are just a poor woman, you are that. Those are lies. You must not take any information that's not truth. Any information about you that does not empower you must be discarded. So information is not necessarily truth. It's only knowing the truth that can set you free, that can liberate you, because you start practicing it and applying it in your life, and it liberates you and empowers you to walk in victory and in freedom. So if someone is stupid, you cannot have a stupid, it's like someone who is, like I said again, maybe sick. You know, you have people, they call them a fool in Africa, maybe they have mental problems, and you cannot be upset with that kind of person. The person abuses you, you're walking by the road. A madman, there used to be a madman in the street. They said this story that a madman abused another gentleman that is walking. You madman, look at you. And then the madman said, you are mad. I'm not mad, you're the one who is mad. He said, you're mad. He said, no, I'm mad, but I'm even better than you. And then he started running. He was running, you know. The man just looked at him and said, I can't even follow you because you're not normal. You're truly mad, and went away. Then another story they told. This madman went into the river and met another person. Started abusing that person in the river that you are mad. The person said, no, I'm not mad. You're the one who is mad. Go away from here. He said, look at you, madman. He took that person's clothes and ran away. The person left that river and started following the madman naked. Who is more stupid?
The one who is
because you are in your right senses.
You
cannot follow a madman. You cannot follow him. He's taking your clothes. Please, can you bring me some clothes, Sarah? This madman has come and taken my clothes. I'm not terrible, but I cannot be like him.
No.
Because you, if you are aware and then you do that, first of all, you'll be ashamed, because the madman runs naked without shame.
People follow you without, they will think you are the one running.
Exactly. So it's the same thing. You cannot follow stupid people, their path and their cause. They come and say this to you, just, you know what? I choose to live a great day. There's much more to do on this day, much more for me to do, to think, than to focus on this person right now. They really have issues and they've rejected help. It's not my business. I'm not here to help them. I'm going to move on with my life. And then the third, which is a bit tricky, crucial, but very important, is evil. Evil. People will hurt you because they know the truth about you. They know your purpose. They don't refuse it. They acknowledge, but they use their power, authority, and influence to suppress the truth. To suppress you. That is pure evil. Evil is a spiritual entity. We don't fight it in the physical. It's a higher force that is manifesting. So if you start fighting that person physically, you've lost the battle. Such things are dealt with in prayer, in faith, in that spiritual battle, which is why we are spiritual beings having a natural experience on this planet. You cannot ignore your spiritual entity and expect to thrive. It's like, it looks like it's lately that people began to understand we have a mind, and people walk about and say mental health is real. You're human. You're human. It's like they say human is real. we had a problem if we start saying mental health is real. It's ignorance again. I don't use those type of words. You are human. You are made of a body, soul, and spirit. Your soul has your mind, emotions, and will. You must take care of your entire body, soul, and spirit. You cannot ignore one. It will affect you. You cannot ignore the spiritual entity in you and not edify it, not allow it to grow. It will impact you negatively. And the truth is, even the more powerful entity in us is the spiritual entity. No man can break it. No man can destroy it. Even after this body is dead, the spirit lives. Ideals, vision are all spiritual. You cannot touch these words I speak. You cannot hold them and pocket them, but they have the power to transform your life. They have the power to bring life where there was depression. They have the power to resurrect where you were once dead. But you cannot hold it. It's a spiritual power. It goes deep in you. When I live here physically, I'm no longer in you. You continue to meditate on some of these words that I've spoke, that are spirit. Words are life or death, but it's spirit. So those people with evil who truly want to hurt you, they want to oppress you, it's a spiritual battle. You learn patience. Those are fruits of the spirit. I'm going to be patient. I'm going to have self-control. I'm not going to respond according to their way. Because remember, that's their field. It's that you're going to play in another man's camp. They know their field. The evil world, you and I are good. We don't dwell in the evil realm. They have their tactics there. Kill, steal, and destroy. You and I don't live in that realm. We live in a realm of light. How dare you go fight a battle in another person's realm? When you want to follow them, they will beat you in their realm. Their realm is the realm of destroying the physical body, killing and making you oppressed and sad. But you have more power because you come from a higher place and authority through your spirit. So you must care for the spiritual element of you, which is like the true source of life. In Greek, spirit means breath. You know, without breath of life, we are dead. If you stop breathing today, you are no longer valid on earth. That's why ghosts are not valid here, because they are only spirit. They don't have body. To be valid on planet Earth, to be, recognized as human, you must have a physical body. But the power in you, the life in you is spirit. So you cannot allow your mind, again, you must care for your mind. You cannot corrupt your mind with the words that you are hearing, the evil words that they are speaking over you to hurt you, to afflict pain, so you become unforgiving. No, you have a higher power. You will not abide to the words they are saying from externally. You will allow the power within you, the spirit, the words within you, and the word of God that are alive to transform your mind, to renew your mind. Yes, even though right now I am poor, I know I'm a victor. I know there is power within me. I know my time is coming. I know this is only a season. I shall overcome this season. I know I'm beautiful and wonderfully made. I know there is only one Priska on this planet, one Sheena on this planet, one Marwa, one Sarah. I am so unique and special and beautiful just as I am. Yes, am I going through some challenging moments now? I might be in another person's country. They call me foreigner, whatever it is. I know my skin color is just part. It doesn't define me. It doesn't. My true power comes from my essence, my word, from who I am. And because I know my word. Like if you are 10 pounds, I take that 10 pounds, like we said that I think last week, we squash it, throw it on the floor, it becomes muddy, not muddy, or maybe dust, you wipe it, you still go to the shop. You're confident to purchase things up to the worth of 10 pounds. It's not change you. Let them step on you. Let them abuse you. Let them tear some parts of you. You rise up again. You are still worthy. You are still who you are. Let them throw you amongst pigs who do not value diamond. It doesn't change your worth as a diamond. You become a diamond amongst pigs, and people start coming there now because there is a special joy and treasure amongst pigs. You don't become worthless because you're a diamond found amongst pigs. You add value amongst pigs. Because now there lives a diamond, a precious stone, a precious jewel amongst pigs. So all the people who are either ignorant, stupid, or evil, curse you all you want, let them know, hey, I'm light. I'm going to shine anyway and anyhow. I'm not going to stop shining. I know who I am. I know my word. I won't allow you to belittle me. I won't allow you to make me believe any less of who I am, the power and work within me. So my beloved, I leave you today to just reflect on those three things and make that decision. I'm not going to let ignorant people, stupid people, and evil people determine how I'm going to live my life, because I'm a spiritual entity. My real life is spirit. I'm going to rule wherever I go. I'm going to have dominion. When I'm the light, I'm not afraid of darkness. It's another force, but it cannot exist if I'm present. When the evil people are going on and being present, it's because good people like you and me are silent. And that's why those who are evil have continued to teach the agenda of unforgiveness, of hate, because people like me and you are silent. We don't go out and spread love like Charlie Kirk's wife, Erica Kirk, who forgave the killer who shot her husband. Let's look at the life, of those who have gone ahead, who have forgiven when it was so painful, when it was only normal. Hi, Frankie, lovely to see you. When it was only normal or ordinary, like the world would say, to have unforgiveness. Release yourself. It's for you. You will see how younger you become. Thank you, my darling. Thank you, Frankie. Thank you. And great, have a wonderful new month. So you will see how amazing you are. And then life becomes so beautiful. Life is already beautiful. It's our perception. Let's go and walk in forgiveness. I want to challenge each of us. I'm doing this Women of Faith group. Maybe Sarah, some of them, you can add them there. It's specifically on Christian faith. And what I'm doing this month is that we build on our ability to be patient with ourselves and with others. And also with God, waiting on God, but with others. Are we going to be able to show more grace to other people during this month? To extend forgiveness to them even when they've not said they are sorry. To show love to them, even when all they show us is hatred. Because we are better. We know better. You cannot be something you are not because someone else is that way. Like I said, Sarah, where's your bottle of water? Please. If I have this, there is water in here. Squeeze it all you want. Pressures of life. Best it from the top, from the bottom. What's gonna spill out? Water. Will it ever be juice? No. Will it ever be Coca-Cola? No. So I cannot blame the pressures of life. The pressures of life come to make us to realize what is within us. When it comes out, if you don't like it, it's your opportunity to change it. It's an opportunity to say enough of this. You know why? Some of us carry bitterness, evil within us, but we are not aware, because we spend our day pointing at Jane, Paul, Peter. We're not even aware of what is within us. Oh, look at her, she's so black, her water is so dirty. We don't even think about ourselves. So we go on putting this veil, this facade of being who we are not, because we've never spent time to reflect. Who am I truly? What are the thoughts that go through within me? When I'm alone, who do I see? How do I speak to myself? Who do I see? Forget about those who curse me. What message am I telling myself? What words am I speaking to myself when I'm alone? We fail to do that, and pressures in life come to release. Then we are taken unawares and we are surprised. I never knew it was what I need all this while, because I surrounded myself. Some people think by belonging in a certain position, that's why they want to fit in certain groups. They think they become like that group, but it is external. Some people change their accent. They want to speak Scouse. They are black like me. They are not born yet. They think speaking Scouse will make me fit, and they will think I'm one of them. But when that pressure hit, then they press and they separate you and tell you are black, you are not one of us. They start being angry. Because truly, you've never spent time looking at what is within you. You've spent time telling yourself lies, telling others lies, trying to fit in, trying to take the labels that society has given you and wear that on you. But the true pressures in life will reveal you. It's like a tree. If you have a mango tree, the season of mango is just finished, and you are amongst oranges, you want to pretend you're an orange. You ask Sarah and myself, can you people bring a lot of orange trees? We tie oranges. We tie them with a thin rope that people cannot see. We hang them on the mango. You say, wow, I had always told you a mango's trapped in an orange tree. Like I'm a woman trapped in a man's body. I'm sorry, it's just the truth. People can get upset. So I've tied my oranges now. I'm like, ooh, I'm oranges trapped in a mango tree. I've always told you I'm oranges. Beloved, once those oranges have been harvested, can you replenish? Can you produce other oranges? You cannot. You You cannot. So for that momentary moment, that pleasure, you abide, you belong, you feel like you're one of them. You're a woman with all the artificial stuff, and you even make your hands more than women. Now, women don't walk like this. But have you seen men who have become women? Ooh. We don't walk like that. I don't need to struggle to be a woman.
No, I don't need to force it.
I even have lockets. Then we put wigs and do that, lashes.
No, what?
Then later on, you tell me I'm depressed because when you go home alone, the truth of who you are is revealed. You cannot blame society that they don't accept you. Does anybody need to accept me to be woman?
No.
You don't. I don't need your permission to leave. Why would you? It's because the truth is haunting them. They cannot sustain being a woman. You cannot sustain. So when the struggles of life have come and they've blown up those temporary oranges, you can't produce any more oranges. Sylvia and Sarah are not there anymore to tie fake oranges on you. You start being alone, isolated, in pain. Let me hear what you said. Oh, wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. All I love. Perfect. So we've come to the end of this wonderful session today. I wish you all wonderful ladies, incredible gentlemen on Facebook joining us, the wonderful Frankie, our wonderful and beloved friend, sending you all lots of love. Remember who you are, and it's so beautiful to forgive. It's so beautiful to love. Love is the greatest gift we have on earth. Against love, there is no sin. There is no law. God bless you all and send you lots of love. If you want to ask any questions, then we're going to leave now.
Shino, do you have something to say? Priska, I'll take just 5 minutes because we don't have time today after Dr. Sylvia just to say these 3 things. It's really, really important in French. I'll do that. And Shino, do you want to say something? Unmute yourself. Unmute. Look on the phone. Yeah. We muted everyone.
We're just having some people on Zoom here, so apologies.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. I'm just going to disconnect on Facebook, sending you all lots of love, and God bless. Have a wonderful day. Thank you. We love you.